RMU Club Hockey Live, Episode 5. Welcoming everybody. Today, two members from the Championship Division 4 team, one new, one old, Mr. Deven Lomago and Mr. John Wayne Kravitz. Boys, welcome to the pod.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So, Mitch, thank you for clapping. Of course, Mitch clapped in the background, everybody. Yay, Mitch. Thanks, Mitch, for always stopping in. You got a crucial part of the D4 podcast in the background. Andrew Kiehl and Peyton Ernst behind the cameras.
Yeah, I'll be there next week, so that's when you guys...
Oh, that's supposed to be for afterwards, Mr. Mitch.
Oh.
Yeah, that's... Come on, you already ruined it.
Not even a minute in.
Not even a minute in. Thanks, Mitch. So let's get going. You guys have had one game in 1 month, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty
And you're
much.
playing CMU again for the second time. First time, 7-3 victory. Deven, you get a goal. John Wayne, your first point. John Wayne, I'll start with you. Kind of the first game, playing for RMU, your first collegiate game. How did it feel, and what was it like to beat CMU?
Tiring if you consider the ice time I had that game.
What was your ice time, if you remember? Like, rough estimate.
Bubs described it as 97 minutes, which is obviously a high overestimate, but considering haven't played a game since April, that was a very tough transition, but we made it work, so the win felt nice.
Deven, first goal of the season.
Yeah.
Nice to get the monkey off the back, 2 apples.
Yes, sir. Now, the thing that I had to adjust to the most was playing 20-minute periods again. I was a lot more tired than I thought I would be after the first intermission, because playing beer league games in summer, it was very short periods, like 15 minutes running clock. And I looked at the scoreboard and I see 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, shoot, we had to play 20-minute periods again. But yeah, first goal of the year felt good. Got to put a couple points up. So, yeah.
And then this weekend, back to CMU again because why not? What have you kind of learned about CMU as a full-list team? You know, they got some new kids in, especially I forget his name, Andrew, the out west kid.
UCLA.
Yeah, the
UCLA
UCLA kid. He had blue everything except for his CMU jersey. And no, I mean, they obviously got some new guys, and they got new jerseys too, so they whole new team this year. But yeah, I mean, they definitely got noticeably better, but so did we. So it was a good game. And
How
excited
the
to play
jerseys
this weekend. They looked good, better than the practice jerseys last year.
That was bad.
Yeah, they were.
They didn't have matching socks either last year.
Yeah, they're definitely more stylish this year.
Yeah, they definitely look like a new, fresh team this year, and but yeah, I don't think we let that get to our heads for the returners, and put a nice victory for them.
This is gonna be a question for everybody in the room, but what is a tartan?
What?
It is.
I thought it's a dog.
It's a dog.
Is a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why their logo is a dog.
I was just seeing who actually knew.
Use your
John
brain.
Wayne knew.
Use your brain a little bit.
I knew. I was asking a general question to everybody.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And you
I had no idea.
really, Mitch?
I had no idea. No.
Did you know?
No.
This is your second year. How do you two not know what the freshman does?
I don't know what I've never even.
I went to that store in the mall.
What store in the mall?
I don't know. What is it, Rally House or whatever?
You mean the Pittsburgh sports store?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Rally House.
I'm not
Rally
from
House.
here.
Well, we're gonna get to that question.
All right.
So, all right, we'll lead into that one, John. Tell us a little about where you're from, about you, and your youth hockey career, and then coming out here to RMU.
I'm from the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area, so Pittsburgh sports fans, they might be a little familiar.
Yep.
AHL affiliate. So hockey was somewhat prominent in the area. My dad did a little work for the Pens. He was a bus driver for a couple of years, so that's what led me into hockey. Played a little bit of AAA, AA. I've been all over the place.
All right, Deven, same question for you. Kind of walk us through your youth career.
Yeah. So I'm from Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. It's like half hour south of here. Went to school at Canamac. Started hockey pretty young, like 8 or 9 years old. Parents signed me up for a Little Pens development program. Did that for about 2 years. Basically just learned to skate. Then I immediately went into playing club at South Point. Back then it was called the Rink Rats, but now it's the Rebellion. But I played for them whenever they were the Rink Rats. And also played high school for Canamac, and also played on a couple other club teams, AA. But high school played Tier 1 AAA. So, yep.
We'll go to why RMU for you. For Deven, we'll start with you with that one. What about RMU kind of spoke to you where you wanted to go to school post high school?
If I'm going to be completely honest, I almost quit hockey after high school. because I wanted to focus on academics, and I chose RMU strictly because of the MBA program for business. And they gave me an early acceptance letter because of my GPA in high school, and they saw I was a good fit for it, and that's why I chose here. I got early acceptance into the 5-year program, so hopefully 3 years from now I'll be walking out of here with a Master in Business Administration degree, and that was pretty much the sole reason I chose RMU. Another small factor was the size of the school. I went to a big high school. I graduated in a class with like 500 kids, and I didn't really want to go to like the big schools like Penn State and WVU, like where they have 50, 60,000 people there. I saw the size of this school, and I saw that, every person here like is known and is cared for by the staff and the professors. So that was another reason I chose here.
John Wayne, what about you? What RMU kind of spoke for you to come, cross state?
I wanted to be away from home. I definitely picked the furthest option
The
possible
furthest
while
possible
staying
out
in
west.
state. No, I've always been a fan of the Pittsburgh area. Dabbled here and there playing hockey growing up. But the main reason was definitely a 3+3 law program. I do want to become an attorney at some point. So they gave me a good amount of money to come here too. So.
Seems like for the both of you guys got set
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much with these acceptance letters and these scholarship money. Dang, you guys are on the path right now. Both gonna be up there in the business and law, and then there's me and Andrew in the sports column. So we gotta fight and grind. You guys are set.
I'm here.
Hi, Mitch. What are you majoring in?
Nursing.
Really?
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
We make
Save it for next week.
That's a next week.
That's a next week
Yeah, why am
question,
I
Mitch.
saying that right now?
You're the one talking. I was
My
just
major's
generally-
undecided.
Okay, so not nursing.
Undeclared nursing.
Mitch Klim, the Merce.
Prostate nursing.
God, Mitch. John Wynn, with your dad being a bus driver for the Penguins, is there any cool experiences that you had maybe as a kid interacting with maybe some of the players or staff?
This
and
isn't
anything like that?
confirmed, but supposedly Biz Nasty held me as a baby.
Wow, that is one weird flex, but
Yeah.
I like it.
I wish you would hold me right now.
I think we have to clip this and send this to Spit and Chicklets afterwards, and maybe we can
We'll
get
confirm it.
We'll confirm it with Biz. That is nuts.
That is a very strange flex that you
But the
can't
hockey world,
confirm it
yeah.
either.
We gotta definitely ask Biz. about
Where's the
this one.
picture?
Yeah, is there a picture?
There is no picture.
Oh, it's not true then. It's not true.
That's what I'm saying, supposedly.
This is what your
Rumor
dad
has
I'm
it.
gonna run
Who
with
told
it
you
though.
that?
Did your dad tell you this?
Yes.
Okay. Was there any other interactions, maybe a little bit older, that you weren't getting held by Biz Nasty as a baby?
He only did it when I was really young, so I can't necessarily state
Is this like
anything.
some meet and greet or something? And your dad just handed you over to him?
Possibly.
Hold him.
Hold him so I can tell him
But
later.
no, he knows guys like Ryan Whitney and all that. So
The young early 2000s
Yeah.
Penguins core, supposedly good players like Witt and Biz Nasty.
he drove Fleury for a year too while he was still down in the A.
Dang.
So I guess that's cool.
So you might have met Fleury maybe. Right?
Possibly.
So that's right around the timeline. You could get held by Fleury as a baby.
There's a chance.
Clip that one too. On the schedule, of course, Worcester. They drop out.
Yeah.
A team that, you had some very fun games with last year, Deven. You can remember Andrew playing for Worcester for a brief moment.
I do.
But they get replaced by, I believe, Penn State Altoona on the schedule.
Yeah. I actually do have a backstory on that. So, my brother, he plays for the Steel City Ice Renegades. They're a AA/AAA team, U16. And they were actually down in Alice Noble Ice Arena, where Worcester's home ice. And he was down there around 2 months ago to play a team down there. And my brother told me whenever they got home that Worcester had a practice right after their game. And he said there were only 4 kids out there. And I was like,
Wow.
it could have been some other team. My brother said it was Worcester. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, I will not be surprised if this year Worcester just drops. Because I actually have a buddy down there. I played club with him. His name is Breyer. he was their top line center for Worcester, and I actually heard this summer that he transferred to UPJ to play D3. So they probably lost a couple other kids in their transfer portal. And yeah, I mean that's like the kind of inside story I heard of Worcester, but I feel like PSU Altoona will be a good replacement for him. I'm excited to see what they're all about. So.
If I remember correctly, Andrew, PSA was in prior to the COVID year?
Yes, they were in before all of us got here, and then dropped out the COVID year. And
didn't they win the cup?
They've won.
Because I remember seeing their name on the plaque on the cup for
they've
past years.
I think they have the most championships.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
I'm really excited to play them. I can't wait to see if they're going to be a major contender in our division, or if maybe they're just still rebuilding a team back up. But either way, I'm excited to see what they're all about.
Speaking of the cup, Deven, you can speak on this, Mitch, as well, if you want to chime in at some point here. But winning the championship last year, what was it like for you to be on the ice? Of course, Mitch goes to the box, almost ruining those hopes and dreams.
No.
Yeah, but for you, Deven, how was that whole game and experience like? And then John Wayne, when he completes that, what was it like to see on the outside them celebrating this and seeing the chance to repeat?
I actually didn't play in that game. I was out of town for that game.
You were out?
Yeah. I was out of town for that game.
Why were you out of town? The championship game.
It wasn't originally the championship game.
It was
That's
not.
right.
Yeah, I had this trip planned with my family for a while. I remember telling Coach in January that I was going, and I just said, "Oh, I'm gonna miss the last game of the regular season, but I'll be good to go for playoffs."
Mm-hmm.
And a week before, Coach said, "So Worcester dropped out. CMU they were ineligible, right? Yeah, for unrostered players. So it left just us and Cal, and apparently for them to save money, they made the last game of the season the championship game. And as soon as he told the team that, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And then he pulled me aside. He was like, Deven, if I remember correctly, you can't make this game, because I was going down to Florida with my family. And yeah, I will say I watched the whole thing on Live Barn. And
you didn't do Nathan's Instagram live?
No, it was too blurry. No, I watched it on Live Barn, but I saw Riff's goal. I jumped out of my seat as soon as he scored it, and I was just ever since that moment I was ready to come home and see the team. So yeah,
we got 2 goals without you, our line anyway. So.
Yeah.
From John Wayne, though, from your perspective, you see maybe that they win the championship. You got the chance to repeat. This roster looks better than ever. How exciting is it for you to see that maybe you guys are the top dogs again in this division to repeat?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to join a team that's already in contention to win again. Hopefully we do it this time without as big as a scare as you guys put up last year.
Top.
But yeah, it's definitely exciting.
Mitch, you're waving no.
It wasn't me.
Okay, so let's get into the story here, Mitch.
I think we should save it for next week.
Should we save it for
Yeah,
next week?
I would say
Save
save it
that
for
for
next
next
week.
Okay, we'll save that for next week. You hold the thought for a week. You have a week to
Yeah.
prepare your answer, Mitch, on what we're going to ask.
No, I've had it prepared the whole time because it's not interesting. I'm not going to get into it.
Andrew, your teammates, your reliable question.
Oh, my
Shoot.
unreliable. I was going to point out that I looked up the previous championships in the season.
Oh, you did? Okay,
before,
you
yes.
do that first, and then you can, I thought you wanted your question. I was
No.
like, oh, that's early. Okay,
I do
Andrew.
have something to add, though.
Okay.
PSA.
Derek, do you want to go first?
PSA has won it 3 times. They won it in 16, 17, and 18.
Okay.
Okay.
So they went
Back
they
to
went
back.
back to back to back.
It's also 5 years ago, so
Yeah.
nobody on that team is
Yeah, exactly.
Playing-
Everyone's in
playing
their
right
late
now.
20s.
Don't take
Tied
them
for
lightly.
the most championships
yeah.
with
Hmm.
Cal. Cal has 3 as well.
Interesting.
Everybody was wrong. According to Andrew's mom, a tartan is the plaid pattern of Scottish kilts. It's not the actual dog.
It's not the
They
actual-
have they have plaid on their jerseys, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what that, yeah. Okay.
But the,
Wow.
the dog thing, like, it just wears the...
Okay.
That's stupid then.
Yeah. So,
Couldn't
thank
you
you,
known
Andrew's
what?
mom.
Yep.
Thank you, Lori. Why wouldn't you tell us this prior? Come on. But yeah, Andrew, go to your reliable
My
question.
reliable question. We're hitting practice. What's your favorite drill? What's the drill that when Bub says it, you're
Oh
like,
wow.
this is the good one?
I don't know. I've always liked the tip drill that we do. He introduced a new drill this year, the Anaheim drill.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's like my new favorite one, but my favorite from 2 years is the tip drill.
I gotta hear, what's the Anaheim drill?
Oh, if I could draw it out, but I can't. Okay, so there's 4 lines on the blue lines.
Okay.
All right, alternating forwards
Oh,
and
no.
and defense. All right, the forwards have pucks. The forwards pass them across the blue line. Both sides go at the same time across the blue line to the defense,
Mhm.
and then they follow their pass. Defense doesn't escape with the puck and chips it off the boards to the forwards, curling up. Forward gets the puck back and passes it to the next line forwards from the other forwards line, and then they go 2-on-1 back on that defenseman.
Okay.
And then we'll also change it to a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-2.
All right, John Wayne, since he took yours,
Yeah.
we gotta go with your number 2 then.
Oh. What's the Michigan drill again?
That is 3-on-0, 3-on-1, 3-on-2.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, that one is pretty boring. that drill is
Disappointment
that
in
drill
his
is
voice.
strictly for line chemistry.
Yeah. I do really like the tip drill though.
I like the tip drill.
Yeah. Fan favorite.
Andrew, do you like the tip drill?
I love the tip drill.
Tip drills are fun.
How good is Andrew in the tip drill?
I would say, obviously tips are the most unpredictable thing in hockey. So I wouldn't really say a goalie does good or bad in a tip drill. It's more of the forwards reading the shot and redirecting the puck. So
Thanks, Deven.
yeah, that's just me being honest. I would have said the same thing for any other goalie. It's more of the forwards, because for a goalie to read that in a split second is borderline impossible if it's a really good tip.
I don't think I've ever looked back and see like if my tip goes in.
We do
It's
that
on.
every time.
Just
Keep
keep
them coming.
moving. We're,
Keep them
There's
coming.
2 types of people in the tip drill: those that look back and those that
we're
don't.
moving on with
Every
the
time.
3-on-2.
Every time.
Your favorite goalies to shoot on, who is it and why? Is it just because you have good chirps with them, because you actually beat them? Who would you say your favorite goalie is to shoot on?
I would say Brock, because he always robs me.
That's a weird reason to like if he wins.
No, but that just makes me want to score on him more.
That's fair. Is he a big chirper with you after he makes
No,
a save, or no? He's
not
quiet.
at all. He'll glove rob me all the time, and anytime he does that, I just take a puck and go back in on him, because I'm like, I'm not taking that. I'm scoring on you.
John Wayne, what about you?
I love shooting on Zook. This is with every goalie, but if I'm close to hitting a goalie in the head, I get so worried and I come up to them after. But Zook is always giving the best responses. And he's always encouraging me to just keep it up and do my best. He's like a proud mom of sorts.
He is a proud mom. We gotta ask about the fines. Have you been fined yet, John Wayne, as a rookie at
A
all?
rookie blanket is
Rookie
come
blankets
twice
yeah.
now, right?
Oh,
There's
there's
like 5 of
there's
them.
been more.
There's been more.
Only
Yeah.
5.
I just
Better
pay it
pay my
off.
fees there.
We asked what'd you do? What did you
I gave a rookie blanket out after our CMU game because somebody knocked over all of our sticks and no one picked them up in the locker room.
Ooh.
That was my only one I gave out this year so far.
We
I think
forgot to bring bottles on the ice too. The one practice. Lindsay had to
bring
go
pucks out.
outside in his skate guards.
That was pucks.
That was pucks?
That was pucks.
Oh, man. That's
even
brutal.
worse.
That is even worse. You see no pucks and you're like, oh no. And they're like, no, they just forgot it. Don't worry. We're not doing bag skates today.
Poor Lindsay.
Why is it Lindsay's fault?
He had to run out in his skate guards to the shed to grab the puck.
Yeah. Was that like a group decision? You're just like, take Brandon Lindsay. Yeah, he's the one that goes. Or is he the one that
volunteered.
He volunteered?
I think
No,
so.
yeah, he volunteers. He's actually
got a credit
really
for that,
cool about
right?
it. Yeah, he gets
I'm
credits.
sure he got
Mhm.
credits.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's good with that. He takes full initiative with the pucks in the waters and really
It was
helps the
rough
team out.
not having him here this week.
Have fun in
Yeah, I
Florida,
know, some-
Brandon.
Yeah, some of the freshmen had to step up and pick up pucks at the end. I saw no one. They were kind of all in the middle at the end of practice last night, and I see Kobe walk over and go and pick him up and take his spot because
Good
he
freshman.
wasn't there. So
I had a big bottle week.
big bottle
A
week.
lot of filling.
Yeah, we go through those waters quick.
We keep losing the bottles. They keep falling in the EQ bag.
Whose fault is that? Who's the one putting them in the EQ bag?
I don't know.
It's probably Lindsay. He give and he take.
I don't know if you've seen our storage lockers, but that shed is a mess. whenever everyone's equipment's in there.
So cramped.
Yeah, and it's
That too, especially with an expanded roster now.
and especially when all of our bags look the same.
No numbers or
There's
anything
tags.
on
There's
them.
little
You have
tags, but yeah, little tags. I
Yeah.
mean,
We need numbers on them.
You do need, like, even if it's just tape numbers, just to like identify better.
When we get our shelves, we can put our name tags up there.
Are we getting the shelves?
Maybe.
apparently,
Probably not.
apparently Ray is gonna. I've just heard that Ray might do something about that, like putting, like, either having someone or himself do like shelves above where we can store our helmets, gloves, and elbow pads, and also shin guards on top.
Poor Ray. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do it.
that's just what I've heard. I don't know. It was at the very beginning of the year, so
Hopefully.
and I haven't heard anything since. But
It's not gonna happen.
it would be very clutch of Ray to do something like that because that shed is a mess. Whenever, like not like dirty wise, it's just there's so much equipment in a little space. It's not like dirty or anything. It's just
It's clustered.
it's
Yeah.
clustered and it's hard for like people that come out of the locker room last for practice. It's very hard to find a spot to put your stuff, so that's why everyone kind of races down there to
First off
get
the
a spot.
ice.
Yeah,
I've been the victim of being last out of there. It's brutal.
Is it just squeeze in, or do you gotta like change outside the shed?
We kind of have designated spots that are just filled unofficially, but you know, Wolfie was kind enough to put his bag on the bench itself, so I kind of have a spot to put my bag down because I tend to get out very late. So props to him.
Good guy, Wolf. Mitch, we'll go over to you. Do you have a question for your teammates? That was quiet. That was quiet enough. I think we're okay on that one.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's the
To
perk.
be honest,
for
I
the-
didn't think, forgot that this was today. I had a test. I had an exam that I probably failed. but-
You weren't invited. I mean, you just show up.
I do. 'Cause it's Thursdays. I come in after my patho lecture, and then I'm looking here to see if you guys are in here.
I'm lucky enough today we were. You
Well,
want me to come back
your
to
stuff was in here. You guys weren't here, but your stuff was in here.
you? You
so
want me
I
to come back to you in a little bit, Mitch?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back to you. All right. We'll go to Peyton first, and then we'll go back to you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. There's comments. Refner says not saying names, but I think our starting goalie may have knocked those over.
Not saying names, but Zook did it. Got it.
Andrew's mom says on the subject of mascots, what's your favorite sports mascot?
Not a tartan.
Or
Easily.
my question.
favorite sports mascot. I don't really have one, to be honest. I don't really pay attention to sport mascots. I'm not gonna lie.
There's one that everybody should say.
This could be any sport.
Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go any sport.
Benny the Bull's pretty funny.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, Iceberg for the Penguins.
It's a solid.
He was in a movie.
He was in the movie.
Yeah.
He has a confirmed kill.
Iceberg's a murderer, you know. That's still one of the like it always makes its way around on social media. You just see a picture of Iceberg with a gun. That's the Penguins mascot. In was a horror. Was it a horror movie or like
No,
an
it was
action
an
action movie? Mitch, what were you thinking?
Flyers mascot.
No,
Gritty?
get out of here.
Because that video I showed you.
Yeah.
There's a video I showed him last night, and it's the Flyers mascot playing Duck Duck Goose with 3 fans, and Goose is the last one and then runs away, and then the kid follows him. And he just smashes a cake in his face, and then he starts dancing. I showed him last night at practice because of the reel I saw.
I like Gritty, but he's a Flyer, so I can't like Gritty.
It's the only
It's
thing
like
I like
that-
about Philadelphia.
I like that. That's the middle
Philadelphia.
ground right there.
Philadelphia.
Being closer to Philly, I was able to go to a lot of Penn's away games against the
Philly?
Flyers.
Yeah.
So you get that subtle appreciation of Gritty, but you can't express it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like you can love him and be like, oh, he's cool, you know,
Yeah.
doing what he does off the rink. But when he's at the game against your team, you're like,
Yeah.
get out of here. Andrew, what is this?
Nothing.
Where did
I'll ask my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any pregame rituals or like superstitions?
Do you have?
I have one.
All right.
For warm-ups, we play Suey. You know, for people that don't know what Suey is, basically, we do it We do it. It's a soccer game. We do it after warm-ups when we go stretch and everything. And everyone gets in a circle and we get a soccer ball and somebody starts it off and either throws it or kicks it in the middle and the ball bounces and somebody has to, if it's going towards you, you have to kick it up or to someone. And if it does either 2 bounces, it's a bad kick, or you use your hands, then you're out. And you go back to the locker room.
Sad.
Yeah.
Without a spot. John Wayne, what's yours?
This one's more of a personal one, and I tend to keep hidden. I listen to classical music the night before a game.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I like
Calm the
that.
nerves.
That's a good one.
I'll have a follow-up on that. Pre-game, what's in your earbuds, or are you a person that listens to the group speaker?
Usually for last game I was on aux, and I played a lot of rap. I felt like that was like what would satisfy everyone.
Some weren't happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like a mutual.
Can't
That's
please
like
everybody.
But if I have earbuds in, I am listening to pump up rock and roll or also rap, kind of like a mix of both. So yeah, that's me personally, but I was on aux for last game and I just played a most common rap songs ever. So because people can't really complain about that. A lot of pressure on aux for first game.
Yeah.
So
The car ride there, there's a lot of EDM. I was feeling. When you actually get in the locker room, I don't think you have a choice but to listen to the speaker because Covey
Oh my
brought the
gosh.
single largest speaker known to man.
it's like it's like 5 feet tall. It's one of those JBL ones. It's like
Was it weigh like 80 pounds?
dude, it has to be more than that. It's giant.
It's so loud.
Lights
too.
up too.
Weighs almost as much as he does.
Now I played one song on it and the volume was all the way up. Like I did not intend for it to be all the way up, and the lights started flickering, like ever so slightly, and I was like, oh boy.
You could hear it down the street.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
I
Your kids
never
are gonna
wanted
shut
to
down.
leave so bad when he brought it to practice the one week.
Yeah, he brought it to practice for one, and I was like,
oh man,
I'll do that again. It's pretty
No.
funny.
you were having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Mitchell's enjoying life.
Katy Perry in the locker room.
Play some Katy Perry, some T Swift. It's good.
I'll go with the T Swift question now. Which teammate would you expect to see front and center at a T Swift concert?
Oh my gosh. Wait.
I think we're looking at him right now.
No.
Who else?
Yeah, Andrew.
No.
I would say either Lytle.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Like listens to like that bowl of soup band or something like that.
But Lytle also
full of
goes.
soup.
I don't know.
Lytle goes to
He wants
concerts
to-
like twice a
Yeah,
week.
Oh, he
does.
does.
Big music guy.
He
He's
does.
going with it.
No,
Right?
Lytle,
Really?
Lytle or Peltz.
I could see Peltz as
I
a
can see
Peltz
me
Peltz
and
is-
Peltz
he seems like a
being there.
Swiftie.
I can see me and Peltz buying front row tickets.
Peltz is 100% a Swiftie. You just look at him, you see the hair.
Do you think he makes like the bracelets and stuff?
Oh, 100%. Peltz is probably sitting there watching this right now, putting his friendship bracelets together, thinking about
He is
everybody.
watching this right now.
He is watching.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
for
right.
sure he's making friendship bracelets then.
He made a comment.
He's making a 1989 bracelet right now.
Can you say his comment?
Should I?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Peltz said that Mitch's line is better than Devin's line.
Oh.
That's because he's on it.
All right, Devin. Do you have a response to that?
Wait, what did he say?
Am I theoretically
He said
still on
Mitch-
your line in this scenario?
Mitch's line is better than my line. What lines are we talking about? Because we just changed them.
That's true. Probably lines
Are we
from last
going
game.
from the last game?
From last game.
Let's go last
So I
game.
could speak on you with this.
Yes. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
say- we'll
because he was
say
on my
you
line
two
last
versus
game. It
those
was
two.
me, you, and Donnelly, and then Peltz, you, Mitch, and
It was cheesy. and
Cheesy
Lytle.
slash Lytle,
Yeah.
right? Okay. We had 2 goals from our line. Mine and Donnelly's first goal. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to say that my line is better than your line or that you're better than me. It's kind of just both lines put up points, so I
So
feel like
humble.
We won at the end of the day. That's all.
yeah,
that
we won at the
matters.
end of the day, and both lines produced. So I don't really want to
Yeah.
say anything like that.
Your third line is now called the humble line.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Peltz had a response.
He scored, so he's gonna say something.
Yeah,
about
he
that.
scored from the hash mark, so.
He said something about making a bracelet.
He said he's only making a bracelet for Cowboy.
Aw, that's so nice.
That's so sweet.
That just assures that he is going to be front and center at the Taylor Swift concert in Toronto or something. With Mitch, of course.
Clip
I'll
it.
be there.
Did you think of your question, Mitch?
I'm being 22. No, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was thinking about T Swift.
Oh, Mitch.
I don't know.
All right, we'll come back to you in a little bit later. Okay,
Wow,
Andrew,
we
go
got
ahead.
all this time. Got
I
all
was
this
thinking
time.
about T Swift.
Good thing
I
you
changed
think
my
of-
answer. You would be at a T Swift concert.
I wish I was Travis.
I said it earlier. We're looking right at him.
I wish I was Travis Kelce. Okay, Andrew. go
All
ahead.
right. So NHL just started up. Who's gonna win in the All-Star competition? You got fastest skater, hardest shot, and most accurate shot. Who's winning those competitions on our team?
On our team. Fastest skater, I would say one of the Conleys.
Chris is winning that, I
I
think.
said Chris.
I think they're both the same. So, so hardest shot next.
I think Craw's got a cannon. Crawford's.
Yeah, Croft.
He might be most accurate though. No.
No, he's
What was the third? What was the third?
I've seen one game, so and he hit the
What was the
net.
third competition?
most accurate.
Most accurate. Most accurate would be Croft.
See, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Hardest shot would be.
Who broke someone's foot last year?
That's true. You don't remember? Pager broke someone's foot last season with a
Oh
shot.
yeah.
Was it in the
Cal.
That was
the
it's
Cal
a
game?
It was the Cal game.
Dang.
I mean, to my own horn, but I don't have a very hard shot, but I do have a very accurate shot. So I would be a contender for the most accurate shot. The hardest shot, yeah, maybe Pager. If Pager gets a hold of that 1T in their tip drill, everyone better duck. Because if it's coming for you, it is not going to feel good. So, yeah, Pager for hardest shot, if he gets a hold of it.
John Wayne similar. You're gonna go with Pager.
You know, tip drill the other week, Bucci put one towards my dome. I dodged it like it was out of the Matrix.
I
or
remember that.
something.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
but so
That was Tuesday.
if it's hardest shot without hitting the net, maybe Bucci has has that in the bag.
Which competition do you think you would be, like, up there in contention with? I know Deven said his, but where would you put yourself in one
Not
of those?
fast whatsoever. I think I can get a hold of one with
Okay.
like a 100-foot run up, but
You're going from blue line to blue line to take
Yeah.
the shot.
is there a rule on that?
I mean, some start at center, some start right
Yeah.
behind. So
Yeah. Some
I don't-
start. Yeah.
I don't think there's a definite rule.
I don't think there's a definite start place.
I've never been clocked before, shot speed, so
That would be a good video idea if we got like
That'd be pretty cool.
If
We
we-
try.
our own all-star game with all 4 teams.
Yeah. See if
Just
we-
add another thing to my schedule, aren't you?
Co- or, like,
Oh, no,
competition?
No, Yeah, like competition.
I'd-
And then
I'd
maybe
do
like a
that.
game after.
It
Yeah.
has to be like a tournament. Like you do one for D4, 3, 2,
Mhm.
1, and then
Take
all
the top-
winners.
take
the
Put
top
best
four.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. It could be like a whole series.
Exactly like
Take
one,
the top from
yeah.
each team and each competition, and then hold a big
that's
one.
that's a whole 5 episodes right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There, we
yeah.
just
Instead
did your
of
we
the
just
show.
we just brainstormed your work for the rest of the year.
See,
Yeah.
we got- this
Thank
is
you.
this is the lawn business people right here.
Yeah.
Even if I don't win, you can just have me on the ice with the microphone interviewing everybody.
No.
No.
Yes, yes.
Maybe. We'll see. It's possible.
No, that'd be awesome. I'd definitely do that.
I think that
like
would
the
be
idea.
as long as we can get an ice surface for it for multiple hours. I see why we can't do that. I mean, I think it would be really like maybe 5 people from each team and like 5 different competitions ish.
Yeah.
What do you call this? Skills competition?
Yeah, Peyton, write this down. So
I'm kidding.
5
I'm on it.
5 skill competitions, 5 players in each competition.
Oh, hold on. I'm not that fast.
Can we agree on that? 5
5
Yeah.
by
Like
5
a 5
skills
and 5?
comp.
5 skills, 5.
5 people
Five
per
people.
competition.
And you
That way-
nominate. We send out a poll
Send up
to
polls,
each
yeah.
team
Yeah.
on who you think the 5 most.
And then everyone else can be in the stands,
Yeah.
chirping and doing all that fun stuff too.
You got to get the crowd involved though.
The crowd
somehow.
got to be involved.
Yeah.
So we could probably do fastest skater. I think would be
Yeah.
one.
Hardest shot.
Fast skater, hardest shot, accurate shot,
Mhm.
hands competition,
like the
like
pucks,
puck control.
Yeah, the puck. Like you have to go through the pucks,
Yeah.
I think a shootout too.
and then
probably.
shoot out, and then if we can do whatever goalie does the
Save
best
streak.
moves on.
Save streak.
Let's do save streak. Yeah, I think save streak should be the fifth.
Yeah.
That way the goalies get more involved
Yeah.
You could utilize both with save streak.
because they
Players
give,
can get creative.
exactly.
Mhm.
People can pull off the fun moves, and that's where everybody can come in
Yeah.
to do that. So you can be off to the sides cheering on your teammates, and then
So what, you're
put one on
thinking
Andrew.
4 players and 1 goalie per team?
Every goalie gets to go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Every goalie gets their time to shine.
Yeah.
Maybe good or bad, I don't know. That's the whole point. Yes, Mitch.
Okay, I have a question.
About
you
time.
have to raise your hand.
Favorite thing about each coach.
It's your favorite thing about each coach. Yeah, I
All
like
three.
that. And maybe with Keegan, you can throw in a little bit
All
of
right.
something.
I'll start with Ray. He gives me candy.
He wasn't here this week. So
Yeah, I wasn't here this week, but he'll give me candy.
Better have some for Halloween.
Usually, like, he just has them in his pocket. Like, I don't even have to ask. He'll just give me candy.
I know.
With Mackie, I like that he's not too hard on us. pretty laid back when he runs drills. And then Bubs, probably my favorite thing about Bubs is how he keeps our tempo going. He's always pushing us, and he always makes sure that he does his best to prepare us for a game. The practice before, 2 practices before, he always keeps up with our tempo, like keeps us going.
All right, John, what do you got to say nice about your coaches?
Ray is very reassuring towards me. This is all a big transition coming here, and it's always nice to have someone next to you that gives you that guidance, keeps you going. Mackie, during practices, I tend to go on tangents about history topics, and Mackie's just one of those people that he'll go back and forth with me. And then Bubs, if I'm not understanding a topic or a concept in practice, he will always have an answer, and if it's not the right answer at the moment, he'll come back to me with an even better one.
All right, I got to follow up on that. What is your favorite historical event that you like to talk about?
The last one that Mackie and I talked about was I believe it was the Cuban Missile Crisis.
All right, Devin, what's your favorite historical topic?
I hate history. I absolutely hate it. I took it. I took U.S. History 1, U.S. History 2, and World History in high school, and I'm taking U.S. History 1 right now here, and I absolutely hate it.
I am too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm taking U.S. history too.
Yeah, I can't stand history. I just.
Triplets. I'm taking that class too.
I don't know. I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, it's basic, but Civil War.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like a standout war because it was us against us.
Yeah. We fought each other.
Yeah.
So the next question, Devin, I'm going to have you start it, and I'm going to have John Wayne finish it because, he currently has this thing in his possession. The pink elephant.
Oh.
How did the pink elephant start? And,
Okay. So Bubs has a line that he started at the very, very, very beginning of last year, and it is, what is the best way to eat an elephant? And the answer is 1 bite at a time. And basically, it's like a symbol. The elephant symbolizes our road to the cup.
Mm-hmm.
And to take down that elephant or, quote, quest to the cup, you have to take it down 1 bite at a time. And that means every bite is every time you step out on the ice, whether it's in practice or in the gym or for a game. And if everybody takes 1 bite at a time out of the elephant, then we can take it down and win the cup. So I would say, like, Mitch, help me out with this. Last year, when did the pink elephant come into play?
After you
Decided to go with the stuffed animal choice, and it was a pink elephant to symbolize basically whoever took the biggest bite out of that elephant that game would get the pink elephant.
And for the first
And no one
game
actually,
this year,
no
it
one
was
bit
John
the pink
Wayne.
elephant.
Thankfully, no one bit the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
But then
Not
John
yet.
Wayne's
That we know
first
of.
game, he gets the pink elephant.
What am I commenting about on it?
So with the pink elephant, do you have it with you, or is it still like in the?
Oh,
in the
it's in my room. I
Good.
look at it every night.
Good.
Sleeps with it. If I got the thing, I would cuddle with it. Every
The
night.
first night, I think I actually did.
I would. 100%.
So why do you think your teammates decided, or even Bubs decided that you should have got the pink elephant after the CMU game?
The obscene amount of ice time I saw that game.
The 97 minutes of a 60-minute
Yeah,
game.
yeah. We had a lot. We had a good amount of penalties, and he was on the kill. So I would say he was on the ice probably more than anybody because our line got a lot of ice time, like when we were full strength, and also we took a lot of penalties. So he would always be out there on the kill too. So yeah, he deserved it that game.
It'd be back to back too. We'd get right off a penalty. When
Yeah.
it
Right
happened.
back.
I took the first penalty of the year, and it was the wrong call because it was actually, I think it was Bucci. It was supposed to be, it was on a defenseman, but they called me because the ref said you held the dude after you lost your stick. As I was holding my stick, and there was a stick on the ice behind me. So I looked at him. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I went to the box. And yeah, that first penalty of the year. I took the first penalty last year too. So
It's a yearly tradition. Is Deven takes the first
Yeah.
penalty of the year.
Look how it
But
ended, though.
I wish it was at least my penalty. It wasn't my penalty though.
If you're gonna go sit for 2 minutes, make it worth it.
Yeah.
Not do that.
Devin, your brother says hi.
Hi,
Devin's
Brendan.
brother.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Brendan.
He probably just got home from school.
Is that the one that's using my mini stick?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
What? Hold on. Where's the mini stick
Oh,
story
okay.
come from?
Yeah, no, I had a couple teammates over my house this weekend, and we played a knee hockey tournament. And he brought his knee hockey stick, and he left it there at my house, and my brother is using it probably right now.
It's a
Okay.
Nasher twig. It's awesome.
Nasher twig. Okay.
Yeah.
So who won the mini stick tournament? I got it.
Well, I'll ask you this: who had home ice advantage?
You did.
Yeah,
So
I
you
won.
won. That seems,
I let
uh,
up 3 and 3 shots against them.
Ooh. Putting up Andrew numbers. Jeez.
Wow.
That's brutal.
We haven't taken an Andrew shot yet. I got to. Sorry, Andrew.
Thanks.
Hey, we've died it down a lot since
Yeah.
last year. Okay.
Last year was every other comment.
No.
Yes, it
No.
was.
Not necessarily. Okay,
It's every
maybe.
3 comments.
Yeah. Mitch is more spot on with that one. Thanks, Mitch.
You're welcome.
I really needed that support.
That gets me that intermission interview.
No.
Oh.
We'll discuss that later.
Okay. Tomorrow, right?
No.
I want it to be during a D1 game.
Well, we're not even streaming the game tomorrow, so.
I don't even know.
Yeah, no.
Is it on Olympic?
Yeah. Not enough people. Oh, well. D3 gets to play IUP on Clearview on Saturday.
I won't be there.
That'll be a good game.
Actually, wait, will I be there? Our game's at 1:30 tomorrow.
You guys
Or
have a
it's at-
chance to be there.
Huh?
You guys could, like, if
We're not gonna get out of there till like 5:30.
Maybe. And it's 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Andrew's gonna call that game, so he has to leave like immediately and go. Good job, Andrew.
Thanks.
Just to carry all the equipment in his car and get to the rink and then fight NCA for the spot.
Yep.
He's not assertive in any way either, too. So he can't tell people to move. He has to call me to go tell people to move.
You are very kind.
He's too nice sometimes, Andrew.
Call me.
Too nice.
Nice guy, fine.
You know what? You're fine.
How many? We only had one of those this year.
One fine.
We had one nice
Yes.
guy.
And
Okay, who is the nice guy?
It was, so
Drass.
it was Drass, and it was actually pretty funny because he sits next to me in the locker room, and it was our first court, and it finally gets over to him, and he goes, "I want to give Peltz a credit for being so nice to the freshmen." I stood up and I said, "That is the absolute worst thing you could have possibly said." Nice guy, fine.
Yeah.
Worst fine this year. Who does it go to, and what was it for?
Ties fine to all of us.
Oh yeah, we gave a lot of fines out last court, and Ty said when it was his turn, "I just want to give a fine to everyone who didn't get fined yet." And then Bar fined Ty for that. So everybody had to do $1.
Everyone had to put $1 in.
Yeah.
There's been the debate that Andrew's brought on the show the last couple of weeks, and of course you guys are part of this debate, so I want to hear your thoughts on it. Wendy Wednesdays. When is Wendy Wednesdays?
I'm wanting it. I want it to be a thing. But I mean, Riff kind of brought it up one time. I think it was Riff that brought it up,
Yeah.
and hasn't said anything since. So
It happens all the time in the locker room on which day it is.
yeah, I mean, like,
Do you think it's after practice Tuesday because it's technically Wednesday, or is it after practice Wednesday going into Thursday?
I have no idea. No one says anything to me. So
What is your personal?
Yeah, what's your personal opinion?
All right, I have my opinion.
Okay.
Don't
You
just
can go.
interrupt
All
me.
right, I believe it is after the Wednesday practice because if you look at it this way,
No,
if you're saying you're going to hang out with your friends on a Saturday night and you go to like Sheets or something,
Yeah.
and it's technically Sunday, no, you went to Sheets on Saturday night.
Do you leave before it turns to Sunday though?
Am I leaving?
So if you leave, say you go to Sheets at 11:30 p.m., okay, but you're at Sheets until like 12:16 a.m.
I don't think time is a factor. It's just
you're still there in the same day, in my opinion.
It's within the same.
This
It's a continuation.
Same day.
Wendy Wednesdays after practice.
It's a
I'm the
continuation
only
of
one that
practice.
thinks it's after Tuesday.
'Cause
I
it was,
see.
It
where you're
was the
coming from, but it's
it
like-
was the Wednesday practice.
Yeah.
That's-
It's still
that's-
Wednesday night.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
practice on a Tuesday and then going to Wendy's on a Wednesday, an hour after practice on Tuesday.
Yeah. Do we have Thursday practice? No.
You have Tuesday practice and Wednesday practice.
Exactly.
We don't have to associate it with the physical time frame. it is Wendy's after
'Cause
the
you're-
Wednesday practice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
What
So
was,
it's
what was
Wednesday,
Riff's
Wednesday.
sign on it?
And plus, it's two. It just
He does it
makes
after
more sense.
practice on Wednesday.
He was the Wednesday one.
Yeah, so 3-0 on the podcast now.
We're sweeping.
We're sweeping right now.
You're gonna consider Andrew and then eventually Mitch. You're up to 5-0.
I'm not supposed to mention that.
You already did. I
No, I
mean,
didn't.
it's
We're
already
way
out
past
there.
It's not. Nobody was listening. It's fine.
Okay, we'll do this now just to get out of the way. Who are you guys picking to put on the podcast next week?
Pick me.
Oh,
Pick me.
this could be a little bit of a shocker, but we're gonna pick Mitch and Kobe. We're gonna do a returner and a rookie. So returner will be Mitch, and rookie will be Cavado.
That's gonna be a really fun one. I know Mitch is really. I know he's so shocked over there. He had no idea this was coming.
I need to make mic'd up for a D1 game.
No,
I'd
you're
rather.
not.
I'd rather do that.
No, you're not. Maybe one day. We'll see. And then after that we have no. Yeah, it's Jacob. No, we're gonna no. You have to tell him we'll see and he'll shut up. That's how this works.
I just pinched my finger.
Home opener, 2 weeks away. John Wayne, it's your first game on Clearview Arena as the physical game for RMU.
Yeah.
How exciting is that for you to be in front of home fans? I don't know if your parents are going to make the trip out to watch the first game or not.
I don't think I've told them yet.
What do you mean you haven't told them?
I've been focusing on school, man.
Do they know you're playing hockey here?
Yeah, have they
They watched the last one on Live Barn.
Okay, good. That's good.
That's half the battle here, is they know you're playing at least.
I'll send them when I have a game like 2 days before.
Because they have a full 2 days to come from Wilkes-Barre to get over here.
It's not that bad.
No, but go find a place to stay. I mean, you're not going to do a Wilkes-Barre to Pittsburgh back to Wilkes-Barre trip,
Okay. The game's on the 11th, right?
Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, home
Okay.
opener's on 11.
Well, we're putting it out here. Our home opener is on the 11th. Mom, Dad, come if you want.
I thought you said they weren't watching.
Well, they'll watch it after. I'll send them the link.
But the previous point, playing on home ice, how cool is that going to be for you to just play?
I hope
in
to
front
see
of
some
fans?
people there. Get a little rowdy.
That would be really fun to do.
I think we'll have a good turnout for
Yeah.
a home opener because a lot of the Cal parents come to our games,
Oh yeah.
and those Cal parents are they're loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna be hungry this year because of last year. I would say they're definitely our top rival and top contender this year, and it's gonna be a very, very physical. Could get chippy, just because of bad blood, but it will be. I am calling it will be a close game, I think.
Yeah. So John Wayne got his first point against CMU. Let's go ahead into this week. Devin, I'm going to start with you on this question. Who do you want to see score a goal this weekend?
Can I have multiple answers?
You can do multiple.
All right, one. I feel that you gave a lot of ice time and a lot of hard work last time we played them, and I'd be real happy to see you put in the same amount of effort and get a goal out
That
of
was
it.
close last time.
Yeah, I know. That's why
Close.
I'm rooting for you to score this weekend. I like to see a rookie get a goal. Maybe a rookie defenseman. Like, I'd like to see Shaver get a goal.
A
I feel
1T right off the point.
Yeah, I feel like him and Bucci have been working well together, and I could see either one of them getting a defensive goal because they've been shooting good up from the point.
Goalie goal.
See, I was thinking it.
Brock's gonna send the length of the ice on empty header.
But yeah, those would be my top 2 picks. I definitely want to see some rookie goals coming up very soon because we have a lot of rookies, and it's not easy to score your first college goal. So I'm rooting for all of them.
All right, John Wynn, you can say yourself if you want to on this
No.
question.
I'm going through the lines for the. I want to see Drask get a goal. I think he's very underappreciated. He does
His first start too.
Yeah.
First game.
Yeah.
Andrew, I'll ask you the same question, of course. Who do you want to see score this weekend?
I sit next to them on the Wednesday practices, so I kind of want to see the Kiehl boys get one. Miles and Donley. Well, Donley already got one, so I can.
Yeah, Donley
Yeah.
scored last
So
time.
Miles.
Yeah, Miles. Miles
Yeah.
is who I want. I sit next to him in Wednesday practices, so yeah, I'd like to see him get one.
Mitch, paying attention, buddy?
He's
How about-
deep in thought. He's gonna say himself. I already know he's gonna say himself.
I'm not playing. I can't
Be
say those
humble.
words. Can't say those words.
Humble.
Let's see. Pager and or Wolfie.
I would
That'd be
love
nice
to
to
see
see.
a.
So
I
we
would
can-
love
we
to
can have
see a
returners
Wolfie
too?
goal.
Yeah, you can say returners.
I want Lytle to score
Me
real
too.
bad.
I want to see a Lytle goal.
Yeah. Let's see.
The roster's right there. I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
you're
don't
having
need
trouble,
them. I'm just trying to.
If I'm not mistaken, Wolfie is the only returner. that does
I
not
was
have
just
a
about to
goal.
ask that
Mhm.
question. Which returner hasn't scored a goal yet?
I think it's just Wolfie.
I would
Wolfie
love
never
to see a
scored.
Wolfie goal.
Huh?
Wolfie never scored.
I don't think he has.
What?
Page. It took until Pager in the playoffs to score his
Are you
first
No.
goal,
serious?
right?
No, his
No,
second
I-
last game.
I think
It was the Cal game.
The Cal
Cal
game.
morning game. Or CMU morning game.
Yeah, because he went off that game. He
Yeah,
had,
he had 4 points.
yeah.
That was the Pager coming out party right there. Oh, Pager.
Pager coming out the closet.
That's not what I meant. You took that the wrong
Yeah,
way.
I'd like to see Giggles get one.
Oh.
That's
I
always
forgot
fun.
about him.
That's always fun whenever he gets one.
So
How many
hasn't
did he
s-
have last? He had like 2, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was the Worcester game, if I'm not mistaken, and then the St. Vincent game,
Yeah.
I think. Both on home ice.
He also scored that morning CMU game, I believe.
I'd like to see
I
Cheesy
think,
get
yeah.
one.
Because there were 10 goals in that game.
Yeah, we killed them. My first goal last year was against St. Vincent. It was a rebound.
It was a rebound on
yeah,
home ice.
I remember. Yeah.
I scored before you.
You remember everything. I just noticed that.
I mean, I'm there.
I know, but like,
You
I
scored
don't think
before
I
me.
would have
Yeah,
enough
I go
attention to
before you did
detail to
last
do
It's
that.
my job. I have to remember some of this stuff. It's the one thing I gotta.
I'm just
catch up
impressed.
with.
We don't get any of this stuff at home, so
Oh,
it's nice
yeah.
to see.
You get someone to actually broadcast your games now.
Yeah.
Against their backup.
We barely
goalie.
have high school
Get-
hockey
get
at
one of their
home,
players.
so
You had like no high school streams whatsoever.
we had 5 teams.
That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't have any high school streams.
Really?
Yeah.
Neither did I.
I feel like
But my
your school's
brother,
big
my
enough. You would.
my brother has them now. But whenever I went to Canamac, we didn't have them.
Yeah. We
But
didn't
they have
any
them
either,
now.
That's,
yeah. Yeah, live barn.
everyone has live barn at this point.
You got the occasional like Facebook mom.
It does the game. But,
Yeah.
like,
That records whenever a kid runs up into the stand and tries fighting somebody.
that was. I know
Yeah.
what video you're talking about. That was.
Yeah, I was there. It's crazy.
I'd say for Plum, we like broadcasted the game ourselves, but I think also like the Trib would come out and do our games as well, like when we weren't there. If I remember correctly, Andrew. Oh no, you never did any of the
I
games
never
with me,
did.
did you?
No.
We only did one game, I think, after COVID. That was bad. We played PT, and Bucci wasn't on the team. I don't think he was. And we got killed by them, like 7-1 or something.
Yeah.
Speaking of high school hockey, I think probably Deven, you're gonna have more of an answer on this one. But any teammates that you played against that you remember, and did you beat them in high school hockey?
No.
No teammates?
Nope.
Wow.
We, I mean, I have one teammate that is on D3 this year from high school, Adam Shirelli.
Okay. I
I went to high school with him. We played together.
I love Adam.
Great player.
Yeah, he's really good. Really good defenseman. I'm trying to think, like, I can't think of anybody that, like, from around my area that I played against in high school that's on our team.
John Wayne, do you? I'm assuming
Absolutely
you know.
not.
Yeah. I know there's a couple East PA boys, but I don't know if you only said 5 teams, so I was like, oh, the chances of that are pretty slim.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, not a single person I can think
Wow.
of. I know. I'm trying to.
You think because your
I'm
school
think-
is so big.
I
feel
know.
like
I'm
you had
thinking.
some-
I'm thinking if I'm like just being
Blanking.
stupid and blanking. Yeah.
Like you never.
But I can't. I seriously cannot think of anyone.
You never played Kiski.
No.
No. I'm trying to think of other.
Our division in high school was Mount Lebanon, Bethel Park,
Did you not
Peters
play Croft
Township. What?
Groff went to Mount Lebanon, I think.
You went to Lipo?
I think so. He's around that area.
You went to Mount Lebanon.
Then I might have played him, but I don't know.
So I think it's a couple.
But Croft's also what?
You would have been a freshman when he was a senior.
Yeah, I didn't play varsity as freshman.
That's true.
Yeah. So then probably not.
Yeah, but we were Bethel
Cool.
Park,
Bethel.
Peters, Lebo, Pine Richland, Seneca. Like there were no schools. The furthest school we went to was Mercyhurst. Like,
Erie?
yeah, for high school.
Dang.
That was like any other game was like closer than an hour for us.
That's
So,
insane.
yeah.
So I think like we play Wheeling Park. I think Plum does every year. It's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of my travel was from club.
Yeah.
He's gonna ask me, but you just keep talking. Huh?
Sorry.
No, you
It's
finishing
all-
his thought.
It's only
It's
my
okay.
interview.
It's his interview. I was asking you just to see if you had someone in mind that you played against in high school.
I've played with multiple people. So, Riff, played with Riff in varsity. Me and Carter were line mates in varsity. And LaQuattro. on D3.
Joey LaQuattro.
Yeah, he was on our team. Played varsity with him. And I don't know. I don't remember people that I play against.
Thank you
I
for
think that's
answering.
it. I think that's those 3. Yeah.
All right, we'll go the people behind the table one more time. Andrew, final question for your teammates.
Oh. I wasn't ready for another question.
Ask them their favorite thing about me.
No.
What is your least favorite thing?
I
about
refuse
me?
to answer that question.
Next question.
Oh, I did have this question in mind.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Deven and Mitch, you kind of a bromance in the locker room. Kind of.
Oh, we had one.
Pause.
We had one when we were roommates too. Right?
Yeah.
Rephrase that question.
Besides, like, one that includes yourself, who's your favorite bromance on the team?
Ooh. I'd say I'm pretty close with Lytle.
Not including yourself.
No, he can answer both.
Yeah.
It's a 2-party question.
And then, I mean,
Huh?
Who invited him?
Himself.
He just comes in.
Yeah,
We have to lock the
does
doors.
it have to be just 2 people?
It can be more than that.
It could be like 3, 4. It could be.
I'd say a big bromance is 4 roommates: Lytle, Pager, Wolfie, and Owen. I'd say, I mean, other set of roommate bar Mackie, and Tyler's with them too. In terms of freshmen,
I think me, Lindsay,
you and
Cubby.
Lindsay.
You
I
and
was just gonna
Lindsay,
say
yeah.
you and Lindsay are pretty close. But yeah, I mean,
We're neighbors, though. That's why.
yeah. Me and Mitch been good pals since day one.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, we were roommates. We were line mates.
The whole year.
The whole year we were line mates.
Then he separated us.
Yeah, then he
So sad.
separated us. Yeah, very sad.
So sad.
But yeah,
What do you
lot
think,
of
John Wayne?
lot of chemistry.
I'm going around the room. Donley and Miles, they seem to get along
Yes,
very well.
agree.
Kiski
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
They go to sheets together after every practice, I think, because I see them there.
Because I'm there with them. Of course, the Kiski boys. I gotta say, with you and Brandon, like, literally every time I see Brandon, you're right next to him. If it's at,
We're walking across behind at the games.
exactly, or
Yeah.
that, or when you guys went to Cal U,
Yeah.
and you showed up right at puck drop, and we're like, why are they here? If I'm not mistaken, who?
We stayed for a period and left.
You were there for just a period?
Yeah.
You took the hour drive to watch one period of hockey.
We didn't drive.
Who drove you?
Outside friend.
Oh, outside friend. Who were you even there for? Like, was it just because you just wanted to go, or like who are you?
I mean, Adam's on the same floor as me, so watch him. And I also know a kid from Cal, but he was scratched, so it was kind of unfortunate.
An unfortunate break. Yes, Mitch.
Brock and Zook.
Brock and Zook is a good one.
I'm smart.
I mean,
Now
they're,
they're roller
they're
boys.
both goalies, so
Yeah.
I feel like that's
all the
a given.
all the goalies get dressed in the same corner in the locker room, and it's hilarious.
Except for him.
Yeah, except for Kiehl.
Why aren't you over there with them?
Bench isn't big enough.
Yeah, there's no space.
That's sad.
That is so sad.
Sorry, Andrew.
I chose it last year.
Yeah.
Didn't want to move my spot.
That's okay. All right, Peyton, your last question for the boys.
Let's see here. Favorite athlete, just in general, pro sport.
That's a good question.
I would say
Going to you
right
next,
now,
you ready?
the athlete that I'm rooting for like the most this year is Brock Purdy, quarterback for 49ers,
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
his story. I like watching football a lot, except I don't like watching the Steelers sometimes.
I know why.
Yeah.
Can't.
But no, I would say outside of hockey, I'm rooting for Brock Purdy because of his story and how he just turned into the player he is right now in such a little time. But yeah.
Phil Kessel.
Yes.
I can't even think outside of hockey. That's all I watch.
I tried to think
Love
outside of
Phil
hockey.
Kessel. Hey, Mitch. Last question for your teammates. This is your interviewing practice.
Oh wait, you're asking me. I have to ask. I thought you wanted me to answer the
No,
question.
you have to ask the question.
Can I
Oh,
answer the
brother.
question?
You save
thinking about it. I was
save
thinking about
answering
answering the
questions
question.
for next week.
That's the whole point. You're supposed to answer them next week.
I thought you wanted me to answer them.
I'll ask that same question next week.
So you know one of the questions for next week.
Okay, I gotta write down my notes.
Go back and watch and put your answers in.
You guys have to give me like the questions beforehand so I know what to say.
No,
Or
that's
else-
the whole point of it. You're supposed to think.
It's an
I don't know how to
it-
do that.
It's an interview.
You chose to sit behind the table.
I didn't have a choice. I can't sit up there.
Next week you can sit up here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, question.
We have way too much patience for him.
Yeah.
We really do.
I'm smart.
He's gonna look up on his phone best questions to ask.
Best interview
My phone's
questions.
dead. That's why I'm here. Can't listen to my music in the gym, so I'm here now.
If we need something to pass the time, I will say I did play against Shaver in travel.
There we go. That's
Yeah, I
something.
forgot
Well,
about
Mitch is-
that.
He probably texted you like, "We played against."
No,
you."
it came back to memory.
While he's thinking, let's go. Your jersey numbers for this year. Was it just for you, John Wayne? Was it just the unfortunate break of you just getting a number, or
Oh
are you
yeah,
happy with the number?
mine was gone early.
What would you want?
Ant-Man has 9.
Oh.
I've won 9 since Bantam.
So you're not happy with the number this
I'm okay.
year?
I got 8. I'm one less
Yeah.
than.
It's not terrible. I mean,
There's really not much of a number choice to begin with
No.
because
Yeah.
you got
jersey
1
orders
to
are
28, right?
somewhere around there.
True to 28.
There's no
Goalies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because one's a goal
yeah.
at Zook. That's right.
Yep.
All right, you went with 6 again, right, Dad?
Yes. I missed like 3/4 of our welcome meeting for the team because I had a fraternity recruitment event, and so I get there and Lytle calls me as I'm driving there, and he goes, "What number do you want?" And I was like, 6, no brainer. And he goes, 6 is already taken by a freshman, and I was like,
That was Pager.
oh yeah, by pager, because Conley took his number. And I was like, no, that's not fair. Like, give me my number back. That's my number. And he goes, I'm like, okay, what else is left? And he goes, 26. And I'm like, and? He goes, 26. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm 26 then. So then a week later, Bubs pulled me aside whenever we went up to the Hatcher Club to get our stuff, like our tracksuits and
Apparel.
everything. Yeah. And he said, all right, Dev, there's a problem now. 26, we only have one jersey. Like, so the white jersey didn't have 26, but the red jersey did. So basically he was telling me for every home game, I would have had to tape a number on the back of my jersey.
Yikes.
And I was like, why me? Like, why can't a freshman do this? And then I was like, first off, like, what happened to number 6? And he goes, well, Chris Conley took Pager's number, and then Pager took your number, so now you're kind of screwed, like, in that. And I was like, okay. But then, I don't, like, just out of the blue, Bubs mentioned, I can talk to Pager, and I can give you your 6 back, and then we'll figure out with him. And I was like, I didn't say it, you did. So I'm on board with that. So that's how I got my 6.
So what's Pager now?
I don't know. I'm not going to lie.
26.
Pager is
He's
asterisk.
He's listed as 26.
Is he? Okay.
I believe so.
I mean, he won't have a problem this Saturday.
Peyton's
so.
going to look that up for us. Mitch, do you have your question?
I can't think.
I remember there was a problem with pictures, though.
Yeah. for
Did you,
some reason.
did you have to like wear a blank jersey then?
No, he had to switch jerseys.
With that?
No.
No, he just wore a goalie jersey?
Yeah.
He wore a goalie jersey.
Yeah.
Our numbers aren't on the sides of the sleeves, though, so I don't think it would
Yeah, I don't think it would
matter.
really matter unless you're
No.
doing the like you're turning around and like showing
Yeah.
off your number.
Yeah. Well, 5 is retired.
So when did that happen?
It's
I just have the original one when you were still 26.
yeah.
I don't know what number it is now.
Yeah. No, 5 is retired because it was, I mean, I think it was something to do with suicide, but I don't know. That's kind of what Bubs told me because he said he was going to give me number 5, but then he found out that jersey number isn't, it's like retired here or something.
Like across the board for all club teams?
I think. I don't know though. That's
I
just
think-
what, because I said I would be number 5. I'd rather be number 5 than 26
Mhm.
and have one jersey that doesn't have a number on it. And he goes, okay, actually we can't use that number. I was like, okay. So,
Weirdest jersey number to pick.
13.
Personally. You don't like 13?
You don't like 13?
For sure.
Bad number. Or number 2. Also bad number.
What's a D-man's number?
13
Why are you
and
picking on
2.
defensemen?
I don't like D.
13 and 2. 2 worst numbers.
You're looking at 13 over here.
Exactly, that's what I was
I know I
looking-
am. And to be honest, 13 could not suit a player better.
All right, John, what do you?
Something in the 50s.
You're not a 50s guy?
Oh, I thought we were talking about just...
No,
like-
any number.
Oh, any number.
You could
okay.
say like 74. Like if you don't
Okay.
like 74, you don't like 74.
I'll stick with my 2 answers.
Like, Chris Letang, I think, is the lone exception of
Of a
50
50.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50s aren't really too good.
Yeah.
I don't think. Andrew, what do you think? Love your 50s?
50s are okay. I don't like 80s. It just looks weird.
Really?
My
I
number
don't think so.
in high school and for club was 94.
Actually, I kind of like that. I like the 90 numbers.
Mine was 89.
It doesn't surprise me that you're 89.
I chose it when I was like 7.
Yeah.
And I just stuck with
So
it.
you're telling me you don't like Sidney Crosby's
No,
number?
I was gonna correct myself and say
Patty
low 80s.
Kane,
Low 80s.
Kucherov,
Like 81, 82.
Yeah.
Phil Kessel.
Any
81. Yeah.
high 90s number's good, I think.
I think even low 90s are.
Yeah, I'd say any
John
90s.
Tavares.
Any,
Yeah.
any low
Ryan
90s.
O'Reilly 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just rifling these. I'm feeling good.
Except 99. 99 is
You
well,
good.
yeah,
can't touch-
obviously.
Besides 99 and 66 and 87, what other number do you think is like the untouchable, unspoken number in hockey? That you see someone wear and you just automatic anger.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Why
Double
11?
I just don't like
Zero.
that. I just don't like the number.
Okay,
Double zero. I think I've seen it once. It's terrible.
If I'm not mistaken, I think one club team has double zero.
It was a game we called this year. So it's a team that's already been here.
Who was it?
I don't remember.
Was it Syracuse? No. It was
I think it was the first week.
It was
I think
Canisius?
it was Canisius.
You gotta be bold to wear it. I
The
think.
thing is, like, if you wear
It's
double
allowed in the
zero,
NFL now.
Is it?
You can wear
It
0
is.
in the NFL
Really?
now.
I think if you wear double zeros in hockey, you have to like show, like, or else you can't be the person.
You
with
have to
double zero.
earn that
you
number.
have to earn double zero. Like, if you're a senior captain,
You're
you can get
either
double
the worst
zeros.
player on your team or you're going to the show. I think that's how
There's
it
no
goes.
in between. That middle ground is just done for.
Do you think the NHL will ever
Have double zero?
have double zero?
Or
They did.
just zero.
When did they have a double
They
zero?
had a goalie that wore double zero.
Really?
Really? I did not know that.
Played for Tampa.
I did not know that.
That is
Well, that answers my question.
That's a good fact to learn. We'll see if anyone else starts double zero. All right, final question for you guys: score prediction versus Carnegie Mellon this weekend.
I was thinking about this going to class today.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer because, from what I've heard, or at least like just kind of common sense / prediction, that the CMU team that we play this Saturday is
Mhm.
not going to be the same team that we played a month ago, because I feel like, one, because of skill, like it was very, very early, and both teams have obviously changed and are going to get a little bit faster and a little more chemistry. But I also think that they had some good scratches for that last game that could potentially play closer to the season coming up this Saturday. So I mean, obviously we'll just have to see what happens. But I think it's going to be a closer game. So I'll go 6-4 RMU.
Okay. John Wayne, what are you thinking?
5-2. I think we're going to play a little bit better defensively.
5-2. I like that. Andrew?
I'm gonna go a little lower scoring. I'm gonna go 4-1.
4-1.
I believe in Brock.
Okay. Mitch?
I wasn't even paying attention.
Score prediction.
I know. I'm thinking 5-2 us.
I just.
No, did you really?
Yes.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it's
wait, no, I'm
going to
changing.
be a
I
pretty
think it'll be
high
good.
scoring game.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, no, I'm changing.
That's going to hurt Brock a little bit.
I know.
This hurt my brain.
Ouch. Going right into Brock.
I'm gonna go with.
Numbers are hard for Mitch. It's okay.
Wait. You know what? I'm gonna go.
Can we get the Jeopardy
No,
music?
no, no. 4-2.
Okay, there we
That's
go.
fair.
4-2 is a good
Yeah,
one.
that's pretty good.
That's benefiting Brock there. Only 2 goals
4-2
against.
because normal phosphorus electrolyte levels are 2.5 and 4.5.
What?
Exactly.
He knows that, but he can't count? What?
It was on my test today.
Oh.
That you said you failed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I
well-
feel like you did good.
I didn't. It was horrible.
Maybe
Wait,
he's
I'm
just
gonna go-
completely
Did we get a
lying
good
to us.
turnout for this?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good
It's the
turnout.
highest we've won so far.
Really?
That's wonderful.
It'll be higher next week because I'll be on it.
I don't know about that.
I'm not watching that.
You
No,
already
maybe.
spoiled half of your segments.
Yeah.
Pretty
We'll come up with
much.
new stuff. We'll have the game. I can review you guys.
Yeah, I
Right?
know. I thought we were gonna.
Well,
Get
dude, our
something
game
up.
was
If you know,
recorded.
if we could pull up a live board on that TV, maybe.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's a little difficult. So we could try it next week, maybe. Maybe. But your final thoughts before we end today, Deven?
No, I mean, thanks for having us. It was a lot of fun, and obviously it's early in the season, so we're just gonna keep working, and hopefully the upcoming interviews will be positive after win.
Yeah.
So
John Wayne?
I still don't believe that a tartan is a kilt pattern.
That is the one thing we've learned from today's episode. Is
Yeah.
We just still have no idea what a tartan is. But Deven, Lomago, John Wayne, Kravitz, thank you guys for coming on. Mitch Clem, thanks for crashing the podcast as always. Peyton Ernst and Andrew Kiehl behind the computers. Mitch, Nathan Cavato, you guys are next. RMU takes on Carnegie Mellon this Saturday at Carnegie Mellon.